to the Roy Anthony and
every
Friends show.
Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is
Anthony
anybody out
show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Cynthia. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Cynthia. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick
every Tuesday.
Everything is going
every
down.
Thursday.
They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Tuesday.
It's during the week, homie. The Roy
every
Anthony
Thursday.
Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a
tap in
before we gotta
tap
talk.
in.
What you listening to? The Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Tuesday.
Come on and kick it with us. The Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Thursday.
It's going down, homeboy. The Roy Anthony Show. Co-host
Tap in.
Big Hank. We getting it. What you think? Hey. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Cynthia. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Cynthia Joy.
My mic. Okay, what it do? What it do? What it do? Righteous. I'm just Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. I'm Roy Anthony. My co-stars will be coming in. It's Big Hank, Norman, and Cynthia Joy Towner. And just want to I got people commenting already. Starlet Evans, she said, "Happy blessed day, everyone." She said, "Hi, wash hands." Okay. All right. I guess after you get through greeting somebody, make sure you sanitize your hands. Yes, you're not seeing wrong. You're seeing Roy's not wearing his hat. That's right. You know, I told some people that by the end of the year, I was going to show what I usually be sporting like, right? And but anyway, I'm Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. My co-stars, Big Hank. Look at our producer said, "Laugh out loud. You look like an old man from The Color Purple." Yeah, mate. It's tough, right? So I told him, I said, when people come in late, I told them and so that still I was going to sports. So when Big Hank and them pop in, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take it off and be like, "Hey, there it is," you know. And I'm allergic to dyes, so I can't wear dyes anytime, you know what I'm saying? So people been asking me, "Oh, let me see your hair," and that's what my hair looks like. CO is the in language for he's saying hello. Well, somebody gave me said cutie hair, Roy Anthony. Well, thank you. As long as the ladies, I ain't worried about what the producer is talking about. I look like. That's the least of my concern. But anyway, Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. My co-stars will be coming in real soon. That's Big Hank, Norman, Cynthia Joy Towner. That's the queen of our show. We are prideful to be coming from the Woe Entertainment, which was created to bring awareness to how our veterans commit suicide on a daily rate. And on our show, we pride ourselves on to be able to hold conversations of whatever it is, because we know sometimes, I know that when we have conversations and I talk with someone on a personal basis, sometimes they may relate something to me that I can say, oh, wow, I was going through something like that and I didn't know how to deal with it. And then I start, you talk with somebody because suicides, what we have found is that suicides come from depression. Um, Sometimes depression comes from feeling inadequate. You don't feel like you belong. You think awkward of everybody else. But when you communicate, you'll find that we have the same similarities or someone. So we pride ourselves on having this conversation. That's why it's not a confrontation, it's a conversation. Because some things can make you so angry in this world, some things can be a blessing in this world. And the WO, which was created by Richie King, his stage name, he's a stand-up comic as well, Redneck Pimp. But Richie King is also running for presidency as an independent of the United States of America. Like I tell him, if he gets on the ballot, I'll support him very much. He'll get my vote. The co-creator of the War Entertainment, Goose, my brother Goose. And then we have our associate producer, Blue Phoenix, who keeps everything running, along with Ethan Daly. And then our sponsor, Matthew Brooks. Give him a shout out. He makes sure this is not free. They make sure it's paid for and everything. And why I like it, because sometimes I'm all over the US and I got my globe and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because eventually I'm gonna just be able to close my eyes and just point at a spot and say, hey, I'm gonna go visit Romania, for real. So subjects from all over. And then I'd like to give a shout out to our good neighbors, which is, y'all see Carl Loomis pops up sometimes. That's our dear brother, and his their group, the BB Nation, which is our good neighbors. That's the Backwood veterans based out of Oregon. Then we have the Long Beach All Stars, which includes the cities of Long Beach, Compton, Linwood, and parts and Watts, based out of the east side of Los Angeles. And then we have the WO Entertainment family itself that's spread around this U.S. and our own personal family, friends, and those who don't like us. That's the opening credits for the Roy Ante Show, where we pride ourselves, like I said, it's not a confrontation, it's a conversation. Now, today's subject is, do you have prejudiced ears? Now, it doesn't fall under racism like that. Sometimes, have you ever found yourself only want to hear from people who you want to hear from? Like, let me give you an example. In the Bible, there was this prophet, and he was supposed to be headed to the battlefields or something, and donkey or mule, whatever, some people call them ass, whatever, is pulling them, and the donkey or the mule stopped. So the prophet is just beating him. Like, why did he move? He beating the mess out of him. And the mule turned around and said, hey, man, don't you see this angel standing in front of us? Now, even if the prophet couldn't see the angel, just seeing the mule turn around and talk to him to let him know, hey, man, you up here beating me. You supposed to be so holy that you don't see this angel standing in front. Now, with him saying that, all of a sudden, Richie said, yes, it's because people are slaves to their culture. Yeah, see, sometimes when the mule talked to this man, I'm gonna make sure that it's not my co-workers and my co-stars trying to get in and it's telling me that they can't get in. I'm just double checking. Okay, so it's not them. All right, now When I say prejudice is do you disrespect or won't listen to if it's somebody that you don't respect? If I'm making any sense, this dude at this time is beating this mule, but until the mule turns around and spoke to him and said, "Hey, you don't see this angel." That, if he don't see the angel, but it was the mule that spoke to him. Um, Thank you. Miss Artist said interesting topic. Look, sometimes we can say, well, I don't listen to other preachers except my own preacher. I've seen people debate, well, our pastor said this. Sometimes we don't listen, we'll listen to the media. And when somebody who's been through that scenario that the media is trying to perpetrate that they know the information of, and you telling this person here, they don't want to listen to you because they like, well, that's not what Dan Rather said, or whoever's the media, the reporter you listening to. Richie said, yes, sadly, we all don't feel comfortable and people fear what they don't understand. See, all right, the Roy Anthony Show is in our 8th season with the WO. And when we went by seasons, as y'all see, we're Tuesday and Thursday, and we was running 16 weeks, and then we went to 12 weeks. I think this season is going to be 16 weeks because we stand in for the WO Entertainment and the WO Entertainment Show, which is every Tuesday, which you would be on this evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let me throw in Cynthia George because she always say I don't say nothing about the Mountain Time. That's 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay. Tracy, the message is good. The delivery needs work. See, it's not that it's a delivery because I'm not doing a stand-up. I find myself, and I'm taking my time with this, because sometimes we don't want to hear, okay, Rich and them be back January the 2nd. So okay, he's not on this night. Okay, he's on for this month. And then I think we'll take off for the month of January. They be back January the 2nd. Okay. Do you have a prejudice against someone saying something to you that you feel that they may not be qualified to talk to you? Ever seen somebody say you're trying to tell them something and be like, man, yeah, how do you know about this? It's like when I've seen preachers or some people will say, yeah, the drug addicts and all that. Well, if you never experienced it, how would you know to talk about it? Like, let's say, for instance, you got, let's say, KKK members. It's, they KKK members. Okay. So for them to build up, they listen to a particular person. Now, someone like Richie, who is against that type of belief, but he's shown me, would them recruits want to say, Rich say, man, you don't want to think like that. And, you want to be like this. And so they don't want to listen to Richie because their ears is prejudice. And I'm not saying in racist right now. I'm just saying prejudice they don't want to hear what Richie got to say. They want to hear this dude speaking about hate. When we sit up here and we'll say, okay, I'm for a gang set. I'm a black in a black set, black gang set, and I'm listening to all this philosophy, but do I want to hear other philosophy of reasoning if it's not from somebody from my set? Richie said Baptists, for example, won't listen to the Mormons. And I think it's vice versa. You know, I've seen where you go to a church and someone say, oh, well, I don't listen to my word from everybody. And I'm like, there's only one Bible. There's only one basic instructions before leaving earth. Do you ever look at yourself and say, oh, he's a white guy, I can't listen to him. You know, all white folks be lying. Oh, I can't listen to him, man. He's from the hood, man. He ain't talking nothing. Does it understand? You see what I'm getting at? Do you pick? I've seen where grown-ups tell the kids, hey, you stay out of grown folks' business. What, you think they couldn't understand? I remember understanding when I'm 8, 9 years old. Are we prejudiced against what your ears, you know, is your ears prejudice? When I do my stand-up, I pride myself that my comedy can work on any crowd. I'm constantly proving it. November the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, Richie, I was at his hometown where he grew up in, James, I think it's Jamestown, Missouri. But prior to coming there, I was in Long Beach, downtown Long Beach, and I used the same materials on purpose. And the people's ears wasn't prejudiced. That's my cousin Randy Walters in the house. Yo, what's up, Randy? Those who just now popping in and everything we're talking about, do you have prejudiced ears? Not saying, oh, Jamesport, beg my pardon, everybody. It wasn't Jamestown, and people of Jamesport, please. It was just trying to correct myself. It was Jamesport, Missouri. I was the only black. But their ears wasn't prejudiced because they was laughing at the same tune as everybody else. When I was in Long Beach, first, before I went to Long Beach, I was kicking with the homie in Compton. We was going over materials. I was saying that I would use the same materials out there. And he said, do it, man, because we supposed to be universal. So my materials worked in Long Beach with basically a black crowd and a couple of Latinos. Then I took the same materials to Jamesport, Missouri. I was the only black. But like anybody who knows me, just give me two people in front of me. As long as I got an audience, I don't trip. And we had a good time there. Where one of the comments, he really doesn't make me laugh. He had me laughing when I got off because we you know, there's no prejudice ears. When I got there, one of the ladies said, I hope you got some dirty jokes. I said, well, I hope that I get edgy. You know, I don't know how dirty you like it, but Randy said that's a real topic. See, sometimes we don't want to hear who we think we like. Can a crackhead come up and say something to you? I've seen people wave crackheads off. Oh, shut up, you old crackhead. Well, those could be your ultimate hustlers. Yes, they got a medical problem. Yes, they on drugs. Do that make them exempt from being a human being where God can't say something to them and they shoot you a word of advice? Or are you just you get on from me, you crackhead? Somebody been in jail or prison and stuff. We can't don't take their advice. They ain't teaching you how to do a crime, but they may see something to spark something in you. That's why a lot of guys are successful who are married, because the wife may see something differently And sometimes the guys are egotistical to where they got prejudice ears to their own wife. Sometimes a wife had prejudice ears to their husbands. Oh, shut up. That old fool don't know what he's talking about. Randy said, I wish you could join in with you. I have an opinion on that. Hey, man, I'll send you the link right now. Let see, a lot of people don't know, and that's why conversations drop sometimes, because people don't understand that sometimes you may brush somebody off and you're not looking at that this may be something for you. Some people wonder, well, I can't make it from this and that. Have you ever thought that you might have judgmental ears? That you, I'm sending it to you now, Randy. Anybody else who wants to hit me up? I know dear Big Hank just came in right now. Let me bring my brother in. Randy, I sent you the link. What's up, big bro?
What's up with it, Roy? What's happening, baby? Oh, I see you. Oh, I see you. I see you. Okay, I see you, man. Yeah.
I said I'm gonna tell you, know what I'm saying? I got the little, like the dude who was the rubber man on the what's the 4 Marvels? One is a stretch dude, the other dude who's a rock.
Okay.
What's them cats? I don't know.
I don't do too much Marvel. My wife do a lot of Marvel. I don't do too much Marvel. Yeah, but yeah, so what you got? You got what's those? The baby dreads?
No, just the twist. I've been doing it for about a year and stuff.
Okay.
You know,
I remember.
I said I told him I was going to show my head and stuff. Yeah. He always asks me. Yeah. Hey, Big Hank, how you doing for one, bro?
Man, I'm doing real good. I twisted up my back, man. I want to say probably. Shit, man. I want to say probably maybe that night of the show, maybe the next day. And man, my back been real twisted, man. I'm finally starting to move around just a little bit. So, but other than that, man, I'm doing good, man. I can't complain.
Oh, okay, man. Will it be enough time to last till Friday?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I don't want I want you to know for real, because Big Hank is animated, y'all. I've never. He's like me, but we never stand still on the stage. I can't do it.
No,
animated.
Got to move.
Move. But hey, man, but today's subject is talking about: do you have prejudice ears?
Do you have who?
Prejudice ears.
Prejudice ears.
Yes,
prejudice ears. Okay.
Yes. You I started off about when the donkey, when the prophet was on the roadway and the donkey stopped and he kept beating the donkey, and when the donkey turned around and said, hey man, you don't see this angel standing here, he may not have still seen the angel, but he knew one was there because the mule done told him, right?
Yeah.
So he couldn't have prejudice ears. We got Randy Walters wants to join in with us. What's up with you, Randy?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Big Hank?
What's up, man? With you, man? What's good, family?
Chilling, man. Enjoyed myself at the show, man. That was live, man.
Man,
hey,
I
man,
really
I want to bring
appreciate
something up about you on the show because I wasn't there, and so you had made up plans to meet somebody there the next week, and you didn't show up because they came up to me and said, "Hey, where's your cousin?"
No, man. He was supposed to come there that same week.
No, this was a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lady?
Yeah, she said, "Where's your cousin?"
Stop.
He looked me up and down like I'll get his ass whooping for him not showing up.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. I'm surprised it was just one lady that came and asked you where that nigga was at, because that nigga was at all of them.
Where are y'all going with this? What are y'all trying to do, man? This is not the topic. Back to topic.
the topic is not Randy Walters' relationship. That nigga
said. Hey man, so we've been okay. So Randy had heard the topic what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
And before we proceed, I want to hit a couple of these comments that came in. Scarlett said, "Wow, prejudice ears. I never even thought how real prejudice ears are until today's topic.
It happens.
Hey Big Hank.
What's up, Star?
Pimping ain't easy.
Man, you already know, Richie Ken.
Now, go ahead, Randy. You want to jump in on this?
Oh yeah, man. When you said that, I mean that's a heavy topic, and I wanted to use something that happened with me. I use myself because I feel like I'm safe right there.
Yeah.
I used to have a real bad problem of like, you know, blowing past people in conversation, not giving them my full attention when they stop to speak to me, not understanding how, you know, unentitled I am to a person's time for a conversation. I know, you know, because that's a gift. They're giving their time. They can't get that back. But I used to blow past that, right? And so I've slowed that down in my life. And just yesterday, I was in Home Depot doing a material list for one project. That's what I'm doing right now for another project. So I'm doing my material list, right? And I'm talking to one guy, and we're looking for some data material. Anyway, this another gentleman comes back and he asks a question. He has a basket full.
What happened?
Some EMT. Anyway, come to find out, this guy owns a school where he instructs data and electrical, you know, and he asked me to come and update his network, you know, just from a conversation that he didn't look like he owned a school, man. He was baggy in his clothes. He was an older gentleman, you know, he was looking kind of rough, you know. And when I went to his school just yesterday in Colton, California.
Yeah.
And you know, he runs the whole shebang. He's that man, and he wants to plug me in because he wants to retire.
Really?
You know, and that just comes from those prejudice ears. Oh man, he looked like this. I ain't got time for this old dude. You know, that's exactly how I was. You know, and that's prevalent in our culture. You know, we're so programmed that success has to look a certain way. You know, and good advice has to come from a certain look. You know, that we can't stop and close our eyes and pick up good jewels from, you know, wherever they come from. Just because a bag has a bunch of coal in it don't mean you don't got a diamond in it somewhere.
Come on, man.
You know, so somebody might give you something, you know, but you have to also have that discernment that God gives us freely. You have to use that to understand what to take in, what not.
Amen.
You know, so you know that it's heavy in our culture, and our black people, man, especially our men, man. Once we get somewhere, we want to hear shit.
And look, hey man, and see that's what I'm saying. Scarlett Evans said, right, Randy. Look, I've seen people brush off someone they call a crackhead. Who is you to say? God, just because a person has a personal situation doesn't mean if God can use a mule.
Why can't he use a man?
To the prophet to say, hey,
yeah,
the word of God say that if we don't give him praises, a rock will cry out.
Right, right, exactly that. You know,
and I would feel totally shamed that I must be about to die if I'm standing by a rock and a rock start crying out. No, man, don't rock. No, Lord, help. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. Why take that chance?
In the world, if I don't want a rock to cry out and we see the stories, why in the world that this person or that person or this baby might say something and it teach my heart? But you can't accept it because of Roy's old thug cat from the hoods, Big Hank, he's from the hood. He went through this and that. Randy, you've been through this and that. What you gonna tell me? You ever been around someone like that?
Man, look, it's funny because I have. I used to look at that Negro in the mirror. You understand me? You know, so I have been around somebody like that. It took the understanding when people have gone through something, telling you something, they know something. You know, it didn't happen till I went through stuff, and then I wanted to tell people. I was like, oh, that's how that shit works. So, you know, so when somebody on the street, like I have a thing where I just give homeless people a couple of dollars here and there, you know, it's just what I do. That's how I give my charity. You know what I'm saying? That's my tithe.
But see,
you know, and they hit me back with jewels, you know, and I listen, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't wake up on the street. They had a whole life of progress and process to get there to that point. So they didn't seen some shit. because I mean, I'm looking at real men right here, and I know y'all don't wake up and say, "Hey, man, I want to go live on the street today." You
No,
know,
not again, not never
right?
again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, you
Never
understand?
again.
That's why we do not. But
Yeah.
somewhere along those people's mindset or whatever they go through, they decided that was the safest place for them. Think about what kind of activity they have had to see to be okay with that.
Okay.
So
Now
they
let me
got
take
some
it a step
information, man.
farther. But let me take it a
Yeah.
step farther, Randy and Big Hank, and all to our viewers. Okay. Now, okay, I want to make sure I didn't lose you, Randy. Okay. Let's take, for instance, I like using him as an example, former President Donald Trump.
Right. Right.
Now, the mayhem and everything that the media, the first thing we do as people say, the media is fake. And I've said this to our white neighbors as well, that if you know that the media is fake, why believe it when it's about us blacks?
Right.
And then I found that we as blacks was kind of doing that of what we see from the media and the propaganda about former President Donald Trump, where some people didn't want to listen to his speeches because they already looked at him at this is Donald Trump.
Right.
Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's prejudice.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear what he got to say because
Exactly.
he the Donald Trump that grabbed people booty and looked like a peach. You know.
Right.
But that ain't prejudice ears. That's not called prejudice ears because I don't listen to somebody bashing somebody else. I don't that I just keep this how I keep my peace. Is me not listening to somebody talk about somebody else and put people down who don't have what he got. I don't gotta listen to that. That's how I just keep my peace.
Now that's a good point.
That ain't called prejudice ears.
The only way what I'm saying is only way you can determine that because you heard his speeches before and you
no. I heard it didn't even come from speeches. I just heard him talk about what was the dude that had the messed up arm and he was you understand what I'm saying? He talked about him. Dude. At one time they was kind of cool, but then after that it wasn't, you know. And then some other stuff he did knock his partner down. That was his partner, and then now he ain't shit because now he don't fuck with you no more. So I just to keep my peace, I try to alleviate people like that out of my business.
Because he seemed like a bully to the public and around his peers, so the people he knows as he felt beneath him. And then there's stuff, but I was just using him as an example.
But I listen to his speech. I listen to all the speeches, all the candidates, all the presidents, because I gotta vote. Yeah. So I do listen, man. But I only give him a certain amount of listening pleasure to my ears, because when he start doing that other stuff, man, I just cut him off.
And now that's fair, Big Hank, because we know we have 4 years, really 5 years here in the rhetoricness and everything. Yeah. Myself, unless somebody is bagging and going at each other, I'm not into that bullying stuff neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you ever decide? Now, I use him as an example, right?
That's cool.
And now, let's say, for instance, Reverend Farrakhan. Now, I believe in Jesus and God, but I listen to Reverend Farrakhan.
Mm-hmm. He got some jewels, bro. He dropped jewels.
Yeah.
Like Randy was saying, he be dropping jewels, diamonds, all kind of other stuff, man.
And I've seen blacks say, I don't listen to Farrakhan. I'm like, why? You know, when I was a kid, my mother used to play Martin Luther King speeches on
and Malcolm X. And Malcolm X. We used to listen to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Yeah. Okay, then.
Yeah, now. But
remember they used to play the Black National Anthem in school too?
Come on, man.
Did you ever listen to Robert F. Kennedy's old tapes? A lot of people don't even understand. They kind of make it shallow it out, or he was killed in Los Angeles, but they don't say why. You know, he was working with Watts and working with the restoration of Watts, Compton and stuff. And when they shot him in LA, this is Robert F. Kennedy. They don't speak too much about what he was doing because he was working with, but like sometimes I'm gonna find myself kind of prejudiced ears against Ron DeSantis when he was debating with my governor Newsom. Because I listened to Ron DeSantis when he was first he was laying out some laws, and I'm always watching who could be candidate. So I watch them in their terms of the state. Now he has said some stuff that kind of made people want to move to Florida. Blacks moving to Florida. And it seemed like as soon as he got him down there, he was like, yeah, y'all niggas been slavery.
y'all didn't see all these y'all didn't see all them lassos on them trees when y'all came. Y'all didn't see all that shit. Y'all didn't see that shit when y'all came.
When he said, don't say gay. What?
What?
Wait a minute. You telling me that some of them good boys can call me the N-word, but I'm supposed to say, don't say gay? And then they tried to eradicate the Black history.
Black history.
Remember that? They
were that's what he did.
George, Benjamin Banneker, George Washington Carver,
what,
Frederick Douglass.
So Roy, I want to cut you right there. Now, say that gentleman that you're describing came up to you and said, hey, Roy, I got some information that's gonna, take care of your family's finances for the next 3 generations. That gentleman that you're talking about right there, if he said that to you, would you listen?
Hey man, wait a minute. What am I doing? Selling out my race and culture?
No. I'm just saying, if he said he had some legit business venture, that will take care of your family. This guy,
but I know his.
Yeah, knowing who he is and how he's acting, would you be able to at that point listen to him?
Well, don't get me wrong, Randy. Because my mother, I was born in the evening, but not last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you couldn't, that's prejudice ears. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what I did was, for me to analyze it. See, I said I didn't have the prejudice ears until he just debated with Galvin Newsom.
Oh, so not you like no.
I have been paying attention to his speeches. No, I've been paying attention to his speeches, and the way they say on the debate is that DeSantis kind of his side of people said DeSantis won. They didn't win nothing, it was just a regular debate. Put me up there with for real. And Tucker Carlson, I wish I could go to debate with Tucker Carlson or Carson Tucker, whatever his name was, but he's been out the system right now. But I'm talking about, I had prejudice ears formed on DeSantis since he said this thing on the national, like that blacks benefited from slavery. Me and Big Hank is working on some stuff now, some skits and stuff for real. What we been? I don't know nothing. He said, this what got me. This was the disrespectful to me. He said, take for instance, I'm a blacksmith. I'm like, a blacksmith? What the hell do a blacksmith got to do with today? Is that somebody who works with tires at Goodyear? I don't see the connection. Yeah. I don't know nobody black I know who say, man, thank God our great grandfather was a blacksmith, and
man, we still changing these elephant foots, man. We still out there changing these elephant foots. Every weekend we got a good ass job. We love Massa for that, man.
Hey, well, I got a question. Let me throw a little sprinkle in on this prejudice ears topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, say you got these people who are like this, who y'all dead set against like that, right? Let's say you're invited somewhere and they're a speaker. They're not speaking directly to you, but they're speaking to their people who are there, and they give them some solid information. Will you be able to listen to that man and catch that solid information at that time? Or because of one moment, are you blocked off for life? So I feel like prejudice ears is moment to moment. You know what I'm saying? It can be moment to moment you had that choice to make.
You point, bro. You said that, and I said that you can grow prejudice ears at a certain time, right? But
right.
One of the things you said is that we listen first.
I want to say this, Randy. I want to say this because you're making a good point. my thing is I'm always a learner, and I always listen, and I try not to jump to conclusions on anything I make. So I what's the word I want to say? I always do it. I consistently listen, so that I don't jump to conclusions, because if I do have something to say about somebody, I want it to be exactly what I heard. I want that shit to be right, accurate, and I want myself to be accurate. So I always listen. Now, are there times when I do block out stuff? Of course, because once I hear you going down that lane, that bullying lane, I'm like, man, matter of fact, let me go hit this blunt. I'll be right back, man. So you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. But I've always been a listener and a learner, man. And I believe Roy is the same kind of cat that I'm just not gonna not cut you off because I don't like you or you don't look like me. I don't do that, because I would have never learned nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So good thing. That was a good thing you brought up, man. But if you call yourself to be a learner and competent about stuff that you talk about, you got to listen and you got to. And
I would think both of y'all being comedians, y'all, I mean, that's primarily where y'all routine come from, is what y'all know of the facts of the world. Y'all just bring it, y'all have that great ability to bring that in the soft pill to where people laugh about it, but still get educated. That's the genius in what y'all do, man. So I know y'all listen.
Boy, where you find this nigga at, man? This one of your smart cousins right there. This on the smart side.
Man, this
Nigga on the smart side, man.
That's my dude. Y'all know we had this Thursday night comedy show, but it's gonna be this Friday, December the 8th. We're hoping that this will be the start of some. We're still working out the kinks, but we have a lot of people be like, oh, we're coming and stuff, but the work schedules and everything and stuff. But come Friday, I want to give a shout out to the owners, Guy and his beautiful wife Shanice, along with our agent Gabe. And then I want to give a shout out to these comics right here. For real, I got major love for them, because I've been saying I got a team. That's Big Hank, Melrose, Little Rob, and Stefan. Got a lot of love and respect for them cats. I put our 5 against any other comics out there. I seen they getting grouped up. Kevin Hart's people, call them out.
Yes, sir.
Kings of Comedy, I call y'all out.
Yes, sir.
Add 2 more people with you. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I just call it out, real. But the real comedy's there in downtown Long Beach when we all get together. You can believe that. And
yes,
so,
but
back to that, and see, that goes. Some people have Prejudice ears. Well, it's Jamal Crawford going? Look, what's his name? Lavelle Crawford. Is he going to be there? I didn't see that I was going to come Roy Anthony show. I was just going to stand on a couple of jokes. I'm trying to get some Cheetos. I bag on them all because I call them all out. What's his name in them Wilding Out? Man, y'all just bagging. Man, I hold our team against any of them. For real. Any of them. Our 5 against, for real.
And do it, man. Set it up, man. Toss that line out there, man. See what happens.
I throw it out there.
All it's gonna do is fall on listening ears or Prejudice ears.
That's what I'm saying. And when you throw it up against the wall, sometimes it sticks.
Hey, if it don't, man, you put them noodles back in the pot. They not ready.
That's all.
You just made me feel. We calling out all them Prejudice ears.
Got them. Call them, man. You know what? If you hit 100, if you hit 99 Prejudice ears, that 100th one gonna be one that listen.
Yeah,
that shit. That's just real. You got to put it out there.
Ask y'all something. All 3 of us is heterosexual. I've never been judgmental towards gay people or gay community, and I still don't get the LBQ, all that, right? I just stay
elemental P's, the elemental P's.
Yeah,
Y'all comedians for real.
BWXYZs. I just,
I don't get them
you
either.
know, the AZ gay community.
No,
That's
I don't
what,
get
but
that.
what I'm saying is, I studied them as far as when they was going for rights requesting when President Barack Obama was in office, and they was, which I felt that okay, their plight was that, well, if they consider themselves a couple, why they wasn't getting the rights of a married couple in their household. Where I had thought, I came up with a plan that I felt that anybody that's over 21 who's working in the house, all three salaries can go together as if it was married couple. Not saying they had to be married, it's just that anybody in the household 21 and up, three people working, you get the same benefits if it was two people married and stuff. But they changed the laws, and I said, okay. And it seems like soon as we gave that bend, all of a sudden it seemed we was being shamed. Now, I never speak about the gay community except that when a guy went to throw a heterosexual parade, they was attacked by gay people, where over 30 some gay people had to go to jail. Now, we show respect because in Long Beach they have the Pride weekend. I never attend because it's not my community. But I don't listen to their speeches because I don't go to their situation. Now, if somebody, a politician or somebody is saying a speech that doesn't preference to what his sexuality is, I might listen to it. But when they have the speeches at the Pride weekends, I can't hear it because I don't go to that because I'm not associated with that. Mm-hmm. So if they did have it on TV, I doubt that I wouldn't listen to the speaker then because I'm not going to watch that channel because I'm not part of that. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm making sense. I'm not.
No, you are, because you wouldn't just have to watch that channel. You would watch the other channels too. You'll be watching what's that one she got? Not he got a show. Baby, what's that show? The black dude, he gay, but he got a show. No, I got some kind of show. I forgot his name, man. But
Straight Guy, something like that.
Almost like that, but it's drag. It's a drag show.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about when they be the best drag. RuPaul, yeah, the best drag show. Yeah.
RuPaul show, you know. So I mean, she got a whole show about that. So if that was your thing, you'll be watching that.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. See,
I heard of it, but I never watched it, but I heard of it.
Hey, there's a new black movie. It's supposed to be a true story. It was on it's on Netflix or something, right? So I'm like, oh, let me check this out. So I start the movie, and I'm like, okay, I'm hearing them talking about politics or something like that. It was they was on, next thing I know, the black dudes laid up with white dude. I turned the channel. Man, I don't want to see this.
Right. But come on, man, that's how you protect yourself, man. You ain't gotta subject yourself to stuff that you don't associate with.
Like,
so somebody can't
to
say
keep all this down, man, when we was growing up, you didn't know even who was having sex with who when we was growing up, right? Let alone anybody's sexual preferences or perversions, whatever you want to call them, whatever that somebody got going on, it was kept to themselves. Now, I'm for people being whoever they choose to be, because I want to be who I am. Yet I know, like, say for instance, if I want to walk into Walmart and who I am, when the line long, I want to spark a joint. What if I want to spark a joint like that? I can't because there's laws and stuff like that against that. Or
exactly. That's
like even in California where it's okay to smoke weed, it's still not really acceptable to smoke, like stay in where a bunch of kids are just like you want. Because you try not to impose on a free area. Yet, like
Yeah,
with different people of different approaches of life, different lifestyles, it seems as if the the forcing on their life of their lifestyle on everybody else, it's not a choice. It's not a hey, let me be who I am. It's hey, like this. You
yeah.
know what I'm
But
saying? Accept
yeah.
this. It's not a
But
choice. And the choice
you
should
said
be,
something, Randy. You
yeah,
said
the
something,
choice should
which
be
by
like
all
I
means being
accept it and go
discreet.
on by yourself, or I don't accept it and go on by yourself. You don't got to act up because you don't accept it. But
Right.
when people get stuff forced down their throat, I mean, feed a baby and he don't want to eat. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? He gonna spit up on you. That's everybody. But
Yeah. But see, look,
yeah.
look. One of the things you said is about being discreet.
Hmm.
Now, what a person do in their household, who you dating, who you
That's
with,
your
is
business.
is your business. It's
Yeah,
too
that's your
much
business.
exploitation of
Right.
people's preference, and it's like, dude, we accept you as you are. I knew you was gay when you clicking your tongue. You
Look,
know, I've
it's
seen
like a lot of
guys.
immorality and things now,
Yeah.
man. It's
Now
no it's no real morals in it.
I've seen the
And
gay
look,
men. Like, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all athletes. You an athlete, Randy. Okay. Now, would you be able to take training from um Caitlyn Jenner? Caitlyn Jenner?
would
If
I
I
do
was
what?
needing to swim,
Could you
ca ca
teach
like
Caitlyn
say
Jenner? Used to be Bruce Jenner, that
Caitlyn
was
Jenner
the
used to be
academy
Bruce,
model.
the daggone
Yeah,
badass athlete. Would I be able to take training from him?
yeah.
Yeah, because I know who he is. You
He in
know,
his heels talking about push up, Randy, push ups.
I'm gonna tell him stop using that voice and let's go for it. I know who
Hey,
you
hey,
are. You know what I'm
hey, man, it's
saying?
gonna be odd. It's gonna be odd for him to be in some heels and be like, "Hey, Randy, I need you to give
I
me
don't think
20."
he'll come to the gym in heels, Roy, but if he did, it's odd out the gate.
Hey, man, I like your heart. I like the way you.
That's hey, we on the wrong page when he come
Yeah,
in with heels.
already,
Wait
already.
a minute,
Yeah,
Caitlin,
just
this
wait
is
a
a
minute, man.
workout.
Wait a
But you know
minute.
what?
Yeah, this is a
I was
workout.
being
Not
an
that,
advocate.
I'm not working you out.
Right.
This is
No, just wait a minute.
Hey, but I was, you know what? Thank you. Because
a
sometimes I was just being an advocate because some people are ignorant like that.
And that's
I
just
can't
it.
listen to him
You have a
because his
quantity of
personal life
people
is
who
like that.
frequency are that low. You know what I'm saying? The majority of people are not gonna be able to do that. Okay. This is I was looking at the asshole tendencies, or I was looking at some behavioral stuff with a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying, about how people when they climb up the ladder, it seems like they being an asshole. What they're not. You know what I'm saying? We're probably assholes to the people who wouldn't take that instruction from Caitlyn Jenner. You know what I'm saying? Because we vibrate a little higher. And we're like, why the hell not? They're like, man, because this, then the other, man. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking down on people because I don't like that stuff. They'll have everything in the world to say, but it's a majority of them. Then we have us who are okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And we may not like some on the next level, like say the conspiracies of guys sleeping with guys to get careers in the industry. We may not be okay with that. But let's just say that that's true. They are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what their vibration is. It's always different levels to things, and everybody's gonna be an asshole to the opposition. So it's
Yeah,
not
but
like
look,
it's an abnormal thing. It's just that
hey,
the
Randy.
true, well,
Yeah, Randy, I'm listening to you, but check this out.
okay, okay, go
You in
ahead.
California now, right? You in
Yeah,
California.
yes, sir.
You know, one of
It's
the hardest
liberal.
things I've seen is to see blacks and Latinos to be able to
Mhm.
listen and communicate with each other.
Oh man, that's a wild thing, bro, right there. You
Hey,
know,
man,
in
look.
Texas, where I'm from, that's we vibe.
Oh, that's right. You at, yeah. Now, see,
Yeah,
look,
in Cali, it's like,
look. Some people wouldn't listen to, like, you ever heard of Cesar Chavez?
yeah,
Now, a lot of
the boxer.
blacks wouldn't know who Cesar Chavez was,
That
and
nigga
it
said the
wasn't being
boxer.
mattered.
That nigga
Huh?
said the
he,
boxer.
he didn't catch that.
What he
He
said?
didn't catch
Yeah, oh, that nigga the boxer.
that.
Yeah, that nigga was bad than a motherfucker.
No,
He kept
man,
going,
that's
man. Let him go. My bad, my bad.
yeah, no, not the boxer.
I know, man. I just wanted to give you some stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I was like, what? But wait a minute, if you listen to his speeches,
Yeah.
His speeches was in the same alignment as Martin Luther King's in their speeches.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Yeah.
I'd
So was
rather die on my
Gaddafi's.
feet than live the rest of my life on my knees. And he meant that. And all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
he's bizarrely killed because he was getting. Now, that's why I trip off why when blacks will say, oh, the Mexicans come and taking all of our jobs. What jobs? They
Mm-mm.
taking from you.
They
We
they
don't
they
like
they making
freedom.
they shit. You
Yeah.
know.
I used to
And
drive to Irvine. I go to Irvine. I used to go there every day. Man, I used to see them, the Latinos bent over picking up strawberries and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
That ain't no job that they took from me or anybody else I know
That's when they create.
because you
Like,
took.
it's a lot of
Huh?
dudes out here, man. I like, okay, y'all know what I did with the AutoZone deal, whatever, whatnot, like that. I went a lot of different places all over Southern Cal. When I would go into these stores, man, and this is almost 500 stores, I think I saw like 7 black managers that were men. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and they every store for like 3 months was doing a hiring frenzy. I saw a lot of black men who were, associates, but no managers and stuff like that pursuing. So I'm like, the opportunities out here is
But
just
some of them
that.
qualifications they asked you because there was some positions and they asked did
Mm.
I speak Espanol?
Well, a lot of
Of
them,
course,
only hire their own too. They're not going. You know what I mean?
they. I mean, you got a lot of opposition right there, of course. But if there is okay, past those oppositions that are human, and you have to be able to, address those as they come. That's a part of being a man. You got to be ready. But
That's
I
right.
feel like California has certain. California says, get that piece of paper, get a certification. That's what California says to me. That you get a cert, they gonna pay you for it.
Because you come
You
from
can
that
have
state.
all.
The
Uh,
stars are bright and big and white. In the
Hey,
heart of
I'm
Texas.
happy that I'm from the South, man. I'm originally
Yeah.
from Pine Bluff,
Yeah, I
Arkansas,
know.
man. I'm from a hard ass city. Texas was good to me, but I'm glad I'm from that area where, what I'm saying, oh, hurdle, let me go buy some shoes. I'm finna jump that. That's my mentality. And
And
so the complaint and the lack of is a
That's a good
mentality
look.
set, and that's what we're talking about. If they can't hear prejudice ears, black man to black man, I've said this 1,000 times. Go get a certificate. Okay, if you like doing this auto mechanic stuff, you're associate in AutoZone. Go to ATI, go to a school, go online, get you a certificate and specialize in something so you can get the manager
that's
spot.
right.
Now the money makes
Really?
sense. Oh man, I don't know if
Hey,
I'm gonna
let
do
me tell
this,
y'all
and
something.
man, I mean, you just trying to kick knowledge.
Wait a minute, Randy.
That's man,
Randy,
yeah,
we gonna have to bring this up part 2 Thursday, or we might have to do it
okay,
next Tuesday because I might send it back to you because we're coming short up on the hour. But I want to tell
mm,
everybody, Randy was an Army Ranger for a decade, and so then he's been out to Los Angeles, and I've seen him doing more in the short time he's been there, Big Hank. Then we
I
got some
stopped.
other cousins, like you said, we got some other cousins. Um,
This one of your smart cousins. That nigga, he know how to
yeah,
do it. This nigga know how to go get it. I
yeah,
like
we
him.
got some
Bring him back.
cousins and
And we
stuff.
need to, he handing out jewels right now. He just told niggas go get your paperwork. Go get your
that's
paperwork.
it,
Man.
man. You see it. Hey
Them
man,
jewels
look,
right there.
man. Hey, you spend $200-300 at the dispensary, man, to start a 9-month course right now. For me, it cost me $175 at Cal State University Long Beach. 9 months, full privilege of the campus, 175. That's less money than I spend at the
See,
dispensary, man.
Come on, man. If you don't,
And
man,
that
but you
gives
know,
me
bring him
you
back
ain't
12.
gonna
on.
talk like
That
this.
gives me 12 badges of cybersecurity. 12
Bring, bring him
cybersecurity. You
back
know what
on,
those are
Roy.
worth, man.
Bring him
You
back
know
Oh
what
on,
yeah,
those
Roy.
are worth.
he can come
Oh
Yeah,
on
we
man,
in.
need him
that's
He
back.
texts me.
yeah.
He texts me and said, "Hey, cousin, man, I gotta be on this." I like no. He came on the thing and said, "Hey, it's my cousin. I'm gonna bring him on." We
Yeah.
Walters and stuff,
All
and
right.
He,
I got a lot of
he,
respect for him.
he,
We talk like
he,
this minute, but now,
Listen, I know how come he got all his money. Listen, that nigga when he talk, he the kind of nigga when you listen to him, this nigga kind of sound like he telling the truth. I'm gonna listen to this nigga, man, because
hey,
he sound like he telling
hey,
the truth.
Hey man,
you
I
ain't had
just
no
telling the facts,
prejudice.
man.
Ears won't develop listening to Randy.
Come on, man, he
That's
sound
Right.
like
what
he
we
telling
try
the
to
truth.
pride ourselves on. Randy, you know we definitely gonna have you back up.
Oh man, yeah, man, I'm gonna chime in, man. Definitely.
That poor.
I'm trying to bring
And come to the show Friday, man. Come to the show Friday,
It's
man.
Friday. All right, I'll do that. I'll see y'all there.
Yeah.
I'll come on
All right,
down.
man.
A lot of people be saying great conversations, gentlemen. Thank you, Star. Now, before anybody get off, I found this, and man, I've been bumping it like a mug, y'all. Right? Randy, I want you to send me some of the clips. Randy is training, and he's a trainer as an MMA fighter, but his son is training as a boxer too.
Yeah, my son is a beast right now, man. Yeah.
I just look, when he came in town, we were first to go meet. I went out to his spot, and he said, "Yeah, man, we got plenty of space." I said, "Well, I'm gonna sleep overnight," which, man, it was a big old long room.
Nigga said a long room.
He gave me cold. I see when he left off to work, but I was too cold. I couldn't even get up. I was like,
a long room.
Hey, it was nice, man. That was a nice spot, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, he go to bed at 1 or 2 and getting up at 5 like he wasn't up.
Yeah.
Man,
gotta go get it, baby.
I want to share this with y'all, man. Everybody, please check this out. I want y'all to see this. See if it went to the screen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got to play it. I y'all. I had to play it.
Yeah.
What did you got, man? Long Beach played it.
That's that Christmas time in the LBC, man, by the LBC players, Long Beach players, man.
Already.
All these players to the entire world, we like to say, happy to all my hustlers out there.
All right. Man, you want me to come update your network? I hear the beat, but what I'm saying, DJ Screw from Texas on it right now.
1 week before Christmas, not you was stirring, not even a mouse. My little sister fell asleep on the couch, and she be running her mouth.
That's you, Hank?
Kids is there present for me while I'm looking
next.
The Christmas tree. Santa wrote a letter and he wanted me to read it. All the good kids, they been waiting to hear it. The bad kids, they really need a lesson. Hating on your friends, you only blocking your blessings. Good things
That's 50 Cent.
those that work forward. So
that's my nigga, man.
Relax and enjoy
King PDO.
Dictionary for the meaning of karma. What you dish out, be coming right back on you. Your family.
Oh, he was supposed to be a gangster rapper his whole life, man.
Knowing nothing is impossible. Best gift is a Christmas spirit. I'ma put it in a rap, make sure that you can feel it. Christ was born, gotta be gonna have the government looking for those who want. That's why it's so rough, the streets are so tough. You can change anybody with a little bit of love. It's Kwanzaa time, I got the holiday spirit. Peace to the water, bless the ones that's giving.
Look at my verse now, guys.
All right. I see you with that hat.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. It's Derby season.
He had his blackbird in his hand.
Now it's Christmas time.
Oh, this gangster dude, man. Who let the gangster on the Christmas song?
As a reminisce back on some history, you can't sleep that night because
Brother man look like Sugar Shane
Yeah, he like the Suge Knight Santa.
Present for my brother, see a present for my daddy, see a present for my mother. Now everything is good in the name. Yeah, my nigga playing basketball. And we showing out for the girls and all of y'all. And my mama in the kitchen cooking on this and they coming in laughing and they smelling fun. They got the cutie for the and they giving us money.
Hey, where were y'all at, man?
Man, all over.
My mama and my daddy now my granny
Christmas Tree Lane in Long Beach.
Yeah, you know this my first holiday season, man. Hey, cuzzo, you missed my birthday too, man. I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
I thought I said something.
It's off the chain, and all the women talking about all the pounds they gained. And they got late that night, and we prayed that night, and thank God that everything went great that night.
Hey, who hitting the rip in the back?
That's Mosey. Mosey used to work with Tupac and all that.
That's what's up. Like y'all see walking. Hey, that was cool, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Hey, don't ever let that gangster dude right there do a Christmas song again.
Hey, man, that was cool, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
hey,
you.
Man, and man, I didn't mean to miss your birthday. I thought I said something to you on Facebook and stuff. Oh yeah, Big Hank, man, I seen that. Man, we got a lot of music and stuff that I said I want to use for our comedy show, and I just been trying to get together. Homie said, "Hey man, just haven't played my Spotify." I'm like, man, this is a comedy show, bro. you know, we need tracks, the individual tracks and stuff. I know, Randy, you got people that has some music too. We can always try to show support, especially on our stand-up comedy and stuff like that. Fellas, closing remarks. I'm start with you, Mr. Randy. For today's show, Randy. Can't hear you. You're mute.
You're mute. You're mute.
Yeah, there.
No. You pushed it twice.
Hit it again.
Unpush.
All right,
there
man.
you go.
All right. I want to say thank y'all for having me on. I appreciate it and value my opinion on things, man. I look forward to getting back with you guys. Continue advocating your comedy spots. And again, Hank, I enjoyed it out there. Meeting your family and your friends. That was real chill, man. Meeting your wife, that was real chill.
Thank you, bro.
Man, it's been real. I mean, I like the way you guys are reaching out, bringing real topics to individuals to make us think, because nothing's going to change in our community till we change our thinking.
Man.
Right. Man.
Man, I'm gonna reciprocate it back to you, Randy, man. I thank you for coming out, man. I really had a good time with you that night, man. We really got a chance to kind of know each other, man, and I really appreciated that, man. And also, man, anytime you want to come back, you're welcome, man. You bring our show up on another level, man. I really appreciate that. And then for all y'all that's listening, man, you already know how I get down, man. Keep living life like God is watching you, because He is.
Right on.
And man, piggybacking on both, because we're two or three gathered together, touching and agreeing, God's amongst us. Me and Randy's had talks over, times. We found that, when I found that I had all these cousins and stuff, and so many, probably more. His brother won a championship with USC in '95. I think Sean, right?
Yeah,
Randy?
he was 95. He was running back out there.
Yeah.
I remember.
Raymond, True
I think his name was Sean. Wasn't his name Sean?
Yeah, Sean Walters.
Yeah.
I went there to see back in the '80s, man.
Oh yeah. You was in the heyday too. He was over there with John Robinson back in the day.
That's exactly who recruited me. John Robinson recruited me. Yes, sir.
Yeah. He was a real dude too.
Hey y'all, Randy, you welcome to come anytime. He just hit me up on the text and stuff, and the comedy show and stuff. I didn't mean to get your birthday. Happy birthday, but I knew I said something on Facebook, but we ain't got to celebrate yet. We ain't got to really party, because we ain't really got to sit back and drink and stuff like that.
But you moving, I'm moving. If everybody keep progressing, man, not just a bunch of activity, but progress. We'll sit down the right way.
And we're about to shoot this feature. And Randy wants to act too, so we've been working on something. I already added you on there, so that's.
I just want to be the guy on the couch in a good smoking movie, man. I don't really.
Man, I got you kicking down doors, man. You about to be, you about to do what you've been trained for. You kick ass. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all. I was same way what both these brothers said. Let's try to think about and don't be prejudiced ears on who can say something to you. You know, God will speak through a donkey. He can speak through anybody and message. You know, sometimes we don't see the forest for the trees. I've had to speak up about some of our language sometimes, and I told people, you know, you hear one word and it makes you lose what the story said. Learn like I've been learning to listen and keep an open ear, and then be like Big Hank. If it's something ill, somebody's bullying somebody, now you know to cut that off, because that's bringing down people.
Yes.
The last thing I want to say is learn how to uplift each other, y'all. If you don't have something bad to say to somebody, because we give life to words. Words give life. And if we speak in life, words, it seems like 80% of the things we say is either drama or negative or something like that. If you find yourself about to say something negative, try to say something on a positive note, you know, and let's see how it goes. See if you, I think we should do a 48-hour challenge. Don't say nothing negative to nobody.
Yeah.
Try to listen.
Yeah.
And discern. And if you find something that you think you want to say negative, don't. But if you agree with it, say yay.
Hey,
man, God bless
Randy.
you. Oh.
Yeah.
Randy, you got something on your shirt, man. Get that off your shirt.
Oh man, I thought I seen that.
That's on my heart, man. That's on my heart.
That Prescott fans.
Love y'all, man.
Hey man, love y'all too, man.
Love y'all.
This is finna change the direction my prejudice ears on, and I don't want to hear nothing else.
I
love you, man. Love you, bro. Love you, bro.
Hey, love you,
man.
man.
Love y'all, bro.
bro.
Y'all be good.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Roy Anthony every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is
Anthony
anybody out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast.